Hello and welcome to the highlight of humanity itself. It's the One Meal Channel. If you want to enjoy this moment in humanity as much as I enjoy making content during this moment, grab yourself your favorite beverage, mine is coffee, and join me for a toast to celebrate this moment together. 1, 2, 3. Everything is better with coffee. So, Christmas is just around the corner. A little bit of a midnight snack from the previous video, and brand new rice maker. It's very, very special. Very, very special brand new rice maker. So Noah and I were both complaining that the previous rice maker just wasn't cutting it, at least not in the same way that it was before. Where is that lid? What am I looking for? And so I got him a new rice maker. But it's also a gift for me, so it works out. Noah is out on a bit of an adventure right now. So we are going to have an adventure to ourselves. And we're going to start that adventure off by christening the rice maker. Be good. We'll also see how fast this cooks up. It's a very nice quality rice maker. So 3/4 of a cup of rice, 1 1/4 of a cup of water, power applied to the rice maker, and 1 button to cook. Sweet. Absolutely sweet. Gosh, I am slacking. I am slacking on the cleaning. We used to be so good on the cleaning. Clean surface absolutely every time we came in to cook. And to be fair, all that is just bacon grease and some eggs for some late night eggs and bacon that Noah had. But if we do not keep a clean surface and a clean household, our standards will certainly drop. You cannot let that start now. So I am out of onions, just learning that now. I am out of onions, so no onions with our meal today. We will, however, retain the chicken and the potatoes. We'll go out shopping and grab some onions later today. Soy sauce has made an excellent addition. Really like the soy sauce. We'll keep on using that. Had somebody recommend adding avocado. Interesting recommendation. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't eat vegetables, okay? Onions are a fruit, technically, for one. They're fried. I don't eat anything that I can't fry in bacon grease. So while avocado isn't a bad suggestion in and of itself, it is definitely it would be a little inconsistent for me to start incorporating avocado into my meals every day. I don't anticipate that happening. So let's light this up, put it to mid, start out with the bacon. Yeah, and these bacon strips, I mean, this is bacon end pieces, so they're always supposed to be kind of ratty looking. But they have been really long compared to what we usually get. Most of the pieces are, like this right here. Some really long, ratty looking pieces right now. So I have a feeling I'm going to run through this bacon a lot quicker than I usually do. That bacon will typically last me, despite eating it every day. It's 3 pounds of bacon. Typically will last me about, 3 weeks. I think this is only going to last me a couple of weeks. So while that heats up, we have some time to clean a little bit. So we'll do a little bit of both. We'll eat, we'll upload the video, get it set up for tomorrow for your viewing experience. Clean the kitchen a little bit. The stove is getting a little dirty. We'll get back into the rhythm of cleaning things every week. Let's see. I think I'll finish off this hot sauce as well. Shout out to our local Mexican restaurant for making awesome hot sauce and giving us an abundance of it every time that we go there. Now, if they gave us less hot sauce, we would probably go there more often, to get more. Look at that. Seems simple. It's not too hard to clean. Just takes a moment. Easy as pie. Pie. Holidays, festivities, pie. Pie sounds really good. Big pumpkin pie fan. Thanksgiving pumpkin pie was awesome. Noah made these pumpkin bars, so not pie, but basically the same thing, same type of flavor. Apple pie, classic apple pie, love that. Cheesecake, carrot cake. So this time of year is really special. I get my cheesecake, carrot cake, apple pie, pumpkin pie, chocolate pie, ice cream cravings. This is a tough time of year for trying to eat healthy. We do our best, but let me tell you, there are a lot of temptations. I mean, the best way for me to avoid making that mistake is just to not have it in the house. I hope I didn't just mess up all of your ears by dropping that. Again, if you are new to the channel, we have one unintentional oopsie an episode, essentially. That's kind of how it works out. Is that I misplaced something and I can't figure out where it is. I just drop a lid directly on my skillet. And we do this essentially in just one continuous cut, just about every time. just about every time. We try to keep these things to about a half hour. We can not go above that. But a lot of mistakes can occur in a half hour. Very little editing is done. Choose to see it all. Anyway, what was I talking about? Trying not to get overwhelmed with all of the sweets and other great food that you get to have over the holidays. I mean, indulge, right? Indulge. But for me, as soon as it's in the house, that's when it becomes a major problem, because then I'm just snacking on it all the time, and then it runs out too soon. Yeah, that's what it is. I'll get it from the store, and I'll go, this is going to last till the end of the year, or until into next year. And once it runs out, then I'm done. And then I'll eat it in like 2 days. And I go, what? It was supposed to last till the end of the year. Well, I better get more to make sure the rest of it lasts till the end of the year. And then it'll be good. I won't eat it for a day, and I'll be patient for another day, and I'll just have a little bit the day after that, and then I'll just eat all of it in one day, whatever that food is. So it's tough to have that, to keep that self-control at this time of the year if it's just in your own house. Of course, if you're spending a long time with family, like if you're at your family's house for a whole week, that's a lot of opportunity to relapse, let's just say. It sounds like my rice is almost done already, which means that it's cooking up really quickly. Now, granted, I used a little bit less water than I usually do, but the reason why I use as much water as I usually do is because the rice would stick to the base of the previous rice cooker. So we're going to see how this turns out. That bacon, honestly, it sounds like it's ready. So we're going to finish up these potatoes. We have a pretty high quantity of potatoes today, because if we're not gonna add an onion, and I love the onions for the anti-inflammatory properties that they have, but if we're not gonna add that to our meal, then we're gonna add a little bit extra potato, because again, it doesn't matter what your macros are, not on this channel. It's about your weight. How much weight is your food? Somebody else recommended making pad thai. It's a little outside of my comfort zone, but that's a little bit more in line with what I would make on a regular basis. And just, something being outside of your comfort zone is not an excuse to not do it. So I like that suggestion, especially because I eat noodles semi-consistently. They have that Mexican restaurant down the road that I really like. There's also a Cantonese place down the road that I really like. And those are kind of my two like late night snack and dinner related restaurants that I like to go to. There's a breakfast place around here too. And yesterday I did go and grab breakfast with a friend. But I didn't eat for the rest of the day. So it's about noon now. I haven't eaten in 26 hours. So, and they serve massive portions at that breakfast place. See, another mistake. Why am I grabbing a bowl? Right? Why am I grabbing a bowl? If we're gonna have a really high weight food, you know better than that. You know better than that, guys. You've been watching the channel long enough. You know that grabbing a small bowl like that isn't going to work. Large bowl, right? Large bowl. So I have a ton of chicken, a ton of eggs, a ton of potatoes to cook up. And frankly, if I don't eat that chicken up every single day, it will go bad. That's kind of part of my system, is I do have to eat large portions in order to make sure everything stays not fresh, but stays edible. So I'll consider grabbing some noodles the next time that I go grocery shopping, but that won't be for another week or two. So if you're still watching these videos day to day, I did see your comment, and I will take that into account. Oh my gosh. It is an off day. It is an off day today. That's what happens when you don't eat for 26 hours. But by the way, nothing that you see on this channel is a recommendation of what you should do. This is more of just a documentation of what I do. The recipes I think are awesome. Feel free to try the recipes out, but as like a lifestyle, when I tell you about how I how I make decisions on how I run my life, use me as a guinea pig, right? Let me make those mistakes on your behalf. Do not make those mistakes yourself. It might work for me. It doesn't work for everybody else. Maybe it doesn't work for me, but I do it anyway. Yeah, that's a lot of potatoes. You gotta admit, that's a lot of potatoes right there. Too crazy. Too crazy. So, let's put the lid on. Enjoy some little bacon pieces. The best snack a man could ask for. Look at that, the rice is almost done. It is just spitting out rice water. It's absolutely just ejecting rice water all over the place. So that's something to note. It cooks it really quickly. It cooks it really nice, which is cool. But yeah, it has just been catapulting rice water everywhere. So I don't know, maybe I added too much. Not sure. Not sure if there's any way that I can reduce that. So something's wrong with me. Something's wrong with me today. This is not a bit. This is not a bit. I got plenty of sleep last night. I don't know what's going on. You will never see a cooking channel or a lifestyle channel when somebody does that. If this goes on for too much longer, I'm going to have to go to the hospital. What is happening? The issue here is that I didn't drink enough coffee. The more coffee, the better. So I've been wondering for a while, if you make YouTube shorts or like Instagram reels, you get more engagement for the content that you make. But I'm looking back at a lot of the stuff that I make, and it's not really clippable, if that makes sense. What I just did, cracking an egg into the garbage, that's a clippable moment right there. That's for sure a clippable moment. Gosh, I don't think I've ever done something like that before. I told you there's a moment every episode. We've had 3 moments this episode at least. And that one is by far the most egregious of the channel. Gosh, I am something special today. Well, the rice cooker looks good. We'll see if any of the rice sticks to the bottom of the pan, but I doubt that it will. That's pretty good. 18, 20 minutes. They cook up a double portion of rice. That's not bad at all. All right, these need to go a little bit longer to get just a little bit softer. I have really enjoyed adding those cubed potatoes, those small cubed potatoes, because they cook up really quickly. They'll keep their shape, but they'll also be really soft. So when you eat them, when they're in the rice, they're like this nice puffy clouds that you're sinking your teeth into, and they soak up the soy sauce extremely well. So, okay, in attempts to not make any more major mistakes in this cooking process until the end of the video, you're going to finish this coffee and officially lock in. It is losing its optimal temperature. All right, let's see how this piece is. Just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of a disaster. So let's see, what are we going to be doing after this? Obviously eating. Then some cleaning. The appliances look pretty good, so we'll just give them a brief wipe down. Yeah, so we'll just do the microwave, the oven, wipe down all the surfaces, put some of the dishes away that are clean. Run the dishwasher. Oh, I got some laundry that just wrapped up a few minutes ago before filming, so I'll do my laundry and stuff. And that'll be a good Sunday. That will be a good Sunday for me. Let's get this chicken added. See what we can do. One whole chicken breast. Seems like a good amount. I'm feeling some larger chunks today. I don't want to cut it into really small pieces. So we'll just do some hand shredded chicken. It's already cooked. Just needs to be warmed up and made a little more crispy. And try to shred it thin so it cooks evenly through quickly. God, the potato smells really good being cooked in that bacon grease, soaking all of that up. Bacon grease and soy sauce. It's an underrated combination. There we go, that should be good. That should be good. We don't need a massive quantity. Should do everything we need it to do. Let's see where we're at. 4 minutes to a half hour. Well, we're going to go a little over a half hour today, but if you're still watching, you don't mind. Yeah, I think one whole chicken breast is a good amount of food in this circumstance, so we'll add our eggs. If you want to add milk, go ahead and add milk, but I'm not into that. Temperature's on pretty high heat, actually. It's a little higher than I usually, I mean, it's only on barely above medium. That's pretty high when you're adding these eggs in and you want them to stay soft. So I think that I need to kind of quickly add this rice in order to get a good, amalgamation. Look at that. No sticking at all. No sticking at all. That's fantastic. It's formed kind of a bit of a crust at the base. We're going to try to fluff this up just a little bit so that's not messing up our eating experience. Look at that. Fantastic. Fantastic. Look at that. Nothing at the base, which is great. Yeah, just that little flaky stuff. So we'll add this in there. Quickly envelop this up. So again, we'll spread this rice out, thin it out. We will fold it in on itself. Fold it in on itself. At all sides. That way you have this kind of well-cooked egg that was directly in contact with the skillet, and you fold in the lesser cooked egg on top into the rice. And keep doing that. And as you fold it in, this uncooked egg will swap places with the cooked egg, and you'll get that fried rice texture. And I've mentioned this in a previous video. With the new viewers that have decided to stick along for the ride, a wok is probably the best tool for this because of the high heat at the bottom. You have that rotating motion. You're able to just put extremely high, excruciatingly high heat just for a split second on this rice, which will cook the egg really well while keeping the rice unburnt. So we're still going to have this on high heat as we put on the finishing touches because having nice, thoroughly well-cooked chicken egg fried rice is always, at least for me, more enjoyable than kind of a more wet rice. I'm going to put a little soy sauce drizzle. That's probably only a couple of tablespoons. And to me, this is the best part because you get that amazing sound and smell and color. You know, the rice just continues to darken up into this nice, beautiful orange color. The potatoes soak in a lot of that soy sauce as well. No need for salt because the sodium content in the soy sauce has got you covered. You know, you can add some garlic. Garlic is always really good to add into this meal. I feel like the onion provides a really good texture and flavor as well, but again, we're out of onions, so we'll head to the store and pick up some more. Potentially today, after we're done cleaning. And if you had a wok, you could run this just a little bit longer and get it extra crispy, extra fried up. But for me, this is more than enough. The rice is nice and fluffy and cooked all the way through. The egg has taken on a really nice consistency. You know, the chicken and the chicken skin alike has taken on a really nice color and is warmed up really well. Fantastic. All right, so that'll cook up really nice. Here we go, 32 minutes in. We're almost done. Time for us to top off on some additional coffee. But before we do that, the most important part of the video, the part of the video that all of you were waiting so patiently to watch, a part of the video that many of you skip the entire middle of the video in order to get to this part. The part of the video that is, of course, the greatest part. How many times can we say part? It's the weighing section of the video. We'll grab our base plate. Nice. We made it over 2 pounds, even without the onion. And we're going to add a little bit more weight to it. This is so brutally hot. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off the top. I bet if I just put my camera right over top of it, it'll steam up the lens. A little bit of immersion for you. With this cold hot sauce, we're not going to have a problem with, because it's not going to be enough to cool down everything that we have. So let's finish putting this hot sauce on, evenly distributing it, dripping a little bit on the flat top here. That's fine, because we're going to clean it all up. And this red hot sauce, definitely the hottest hot sauce between the two of them. And that puts us, look at that. I mean, that's a fifth of a pound of just hot sauce that we put on. We went from 2.04 pounds of food all the way up to 2.26 pounds of food. It's amazing how much weight just a little bit of sauce can pack in. But that's going to be incredible. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to enjoy consuming all of this. And tune in tomorrow when we will be cleaning the kitchen. I don't think it's going to be as long of a video as last week's. I think it was an hour and a half. It's the longest video I've ever uploaded. But we'll spend some time together. Be relaxed. I'm looking forward to it. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.